Short rooms, I can say for myself that I have now started or uh, continue to develop the concept of providing an inspiration room. And it began because a friend of mine sent me a book that has 365 days of inspiration in it, for every day of the year. And sometimes I would take that and read it. But then now I am more of getting inspiration from the book myself, but then talking about it from my perspective of where I read it alone first, and then I start the room to talk about how I feel about it, or I get an inspiration from hearing someone ask a question in a room, and then from that point, then bringing that question into my inspiration room, and then unpacking it in my own way of what I think about it and how we can process through a certain theme or idea. So that's like the way I have set up like a short room. And so I want to get your sense or your idea of whether you have opened those short rooms and how have you been able to make them go smoothly and be able to end on time, and anything that's coming to you in regards to short rooms. Passing the mic along.
I guess I'll jump in. It's Robert speaking. Um, yeah, I think short rooms. I think Katie, there's something in what you said that I'll tease out a little more explicitly, which is having a regular cadence to the short room seems to me an important recipe for their success. So, um, if people know that the room is showing up on a regular basis, and they know it's going to be a short room, it makes it really easy to slip into, at least speaking for me, it makes it easy to slip into that schedule of joining the rooms. It seems to me in particular, it's things like meditation or what you're talking about, like coming back to the same topic or same book in this case from a different perspective seems to work really well because people can kind of plan their day around it. I know Aram in particular does her regular meditation, and I know it's a particular length of time. So as a person listening in, it's easy to sort of carve that little piece out, jump in the room, get what I need from it, and jump back out. Um, Lisa Abramson, I think, is another one who does like pretty regular 10-minute meditations, and so I've found, yeah, that they seem to be pretty well received, pretty well attended, and just being regular allows us to sort of set our watch to it. So I definitely see that. Whereas, I think you and I had the experience with One Word Connection of kind of, it was fun to be kind of putting it at different parts of the week and sort of even when we just felt like it, and we got some interesting conversations in those rooms. But it did feel harder to build into a consistent audience from my perspective when I was sort of trying to be the moderator for a bit of it, because like, yeah, people just don't know when it's happening, and so it's less likely to pick up some of the random travelers through the hallway. Um, Whereas, like, yeah, I think when things have been regular, like this room, of course, it tends to attract like a community of people who are interested in the topic and have things to share. So that's my perspective on the differences of short rooms. I'm Robert. I'm complete.
If I may jump in, I hold some short and long rooms. So every morning I do a half an hour meditation as well, and it is like Scorpion has said, very intentional. Where it's like boom, I come in 6:30, and it's either like like right at the even a little bit after, if it's a little bit after or a little bit before. So some of them ends like before the half hour, but it's like really just come in, do what I need to do, and then leave. And I do think that people have gotten used to that, and just want to do the half hour. And of course, I hold rooms that I just let run to, based on the feel of the room. And I realize that can be a trap, where because people keep coming in, and then, if they're on stage, you may feel the need to talk and address everyone, and it becomes like way longer. And I find myself doing 3-hour rooms. So lately, the group that I've been co-moderating with, we're like really formulating where we start to end at an hour and a half, so that if it goes like to 2 hours or 2 hour and a half, then we have like a sort of a gauge as to like, okay, we want to end really for 2 hours, not, but you sort of need to end it half an hour before